Hey everybody, so we're going to try and keep this video short, but there's a lot to talk about. SPY, two up to start the week. We'll see if anything changes. It's obviously still green on the week, still green on the month, so nothing has changed as far as continuity is concerned. Qs sets up the hammer on the day. We'll see the 60 try in here. I posted that to Twitter when it was down in here, and up they went. We'll see if that sets up to go 2-2 tomorrow and get moving or something. Still a mother bar, still an inside week, so we'll see. Tech really hasn't been the rotation name this month so far, and it's still a green quarter, but we'll see. Dow Jones with the inside months mentioned into the quarter flip. Boom, up they go. IBM with the inside month. You're also going to see inside quarter. Also going to have the 2 year. That's also going. So you see today you had the nice measured move 60. Right up they went. And notice bright green continuity, then the confirming signal. And then same thing happened 60 this morning. Therefore, all the industrial stuff we were watching on the weekend vid, FedEx, you're going to see two up to start the week. Strat attack with the hammer rev strat at the top of the try, now getting bigger. Expansion. DE with the hammer week at the bottom of the try, set up from the nightly video lists that we put out on Wednesday night. You're going to see very nice. And reconfirms 3 up to start the week. There's also the cat in there, which is really gunning back through previous range. Not at all-time highs yet, so you still got room to go after that. PayX really gunning, and look at this nice, beautiful thing. So we had it on the list for something to keep an eye on with the 3-1-2 down. Then it recovered, so we go to the rev strat here because we know what to look for, and up they go. If you go to JBHT, that has earnings coming out in the industrials. You got this nice monthly broadening formation that's playing out. Potentially 219, so we'll keep an eye on those earnings tomorrow on the gap list. That'll be a main focus. If we go to ADP, in those industrials, you'll see the nice 2 week from the weekend video back through previous range, what we're looking for. So really good stuff in there this week. And there's obviously more than that. There's things like J, 2 up on the week. You're going to see the 1-3 month rev strat. You will see GE, which started recovering a little bit today, intraday. So we'll see if that keeps going tomorrow and I come through those guys. Waste management also really got going. For some reason, it's not on the scan site, which is a damn shame because it's been a really good reconfirming signal from the 2 week we did many weeks ago in the middle of June. That 2 and up they went, and then the 3-2 confirms it. And you can see they go expanding to like FedEx. There's also CSX. You see this hammer month in force. The rest of the month, you'll have AXON. 2 month back into a 3, back to 329. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And then GPN was the weekend video name as well, off the 2 week, which caused the 2 month. So you got 2 positions in there this week, this month. Outside of that, there's more industrials, cruise lines, CCL. We noted that intraday as an observation. We found that one right when it broke the week, and you'll see they had a nice 60 into the end of the day to confirm that. So we'll let that get going. You'll see on the quarter, it's a 3-2, and it's actually a 3-1-3-2 expansion quarter. And CCL could take the year inside and up. So that'd be interesting because look at this stuff, right? Like you're at the bottom of the try. So I'd like to know about that. We're reclaiming this yearly equilibrium right now. So we'll keep an eye on the cruise lines, specifically CCL. If we then go to the materials, we noted the inside day, and I apologize, did not have the nightly vid yesterday. It was my girlfriend's birthday, so we got to dinner. But we noted this on the materials. Just looking, and from the scanner video, you should know how to do this, looking at the indexes, and then just filtering that. On the day, you can then find all the ones. So now going into tomorrow, you'll see XLE, XOP, XLU all inside day. So it was just on the scans there, and we did that in the morning. But that day reconfirmed what we knew to be true about the month rev strat, causing the outside month, causing the 2 up continuation week, still going up there, 92.56, like we talked about last week. Home builders also just gone. And that means Home Depot as well. You're going to see the inside day confirms the home builders. Lowe's inside day confirmed the home builders. So we did some of that, or mentioned some of that this morning. And thus you have nice green bars there, so you'll want to know about that. In the materials, it's a lot of the JNUG GDX stuff, just flying off the inside month. JNUG, GDX, flying off the 2 month. And then we go to gold. You got the inside month up, which we mentioned at the beginning of the month. We got silver, the inside month up. Did 3-2 the day today, so we'll see if that starts moving. Still an inside week. This also is bleeding over into the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, for example, so if I actually turn on the execution, so this is paper, but this is just to show an example of how an execution should go. So if I put execution labels on, you'll see this. So initially just buy, and this was setting up the weekly signal. So it was just buying for the week. And then once you have that winning position, which you can see if I was just like sitting here day to day, I don't trade Bitcoin. We could have gone after the 322 day here to get a better entry, but make a position, right? Does what we expect, goes higher. Now when it goes momentum hammer day here, we add, because you'll see at this point my cost basis is somewhere down in here. And then I add, and now my cost basis is here. So if it's really going to go like we expect and take those guys out up at 71, like, or 7,200 or 72,000, I mean, then this should work, right? So there's no reason not to buy and add to a winning position when you get a reconfirming signal like this. And today what I did was traded the BitO. They had this nice 3-2 expansion in the morning. Then they had the 2-2-2 here, which I could have added, but I did not. The spreads were a little spready. Got a very good fill in there, so we'll see if the Bitcoin can really get moving for us. But that tells you to look at Mara, which is the inside month and up, back through a previous range, trying to go potentially 34s. You go Riot. 2-2 Rev Strat on the month, back through previous range. No higher highs in here, so 19 could be a magnet for us. If we go to Hut, this one's taking the quarter 2 up, taking the year at 2 up, potentially above like 2278 about. You'll have CLSK as well, which is you'll see inside year and up. So CLSK is relatively stronger than the rest. And this is a 3-2-2 week in force, and it's also going to be potential 3-2 month to the upside, which would take an inside quarter up, confirming the year in CLSK. So I'd like to know about that for sure. The next thing is like going into tomorrow. In the energies, you'll have the inside day XLE top of the tri. Energy numbers come out tomorrow. You will also have XOP inside day there as well. As far as relative strength is concerned, OIH, 2 up to start the week, with the weekly 3-2 expansion with the hammer month in force. So we already have evidence of the energies going up. We just need to see those inside days confirm or negate. Therefore, what we then go after is going to be anything inside day in the energy sector. So we can filter by energies, and we can go like so, looking for a 1. So all these energies here, and these are all ones that we normally trade, and we can filter, just say bullish to filter duplicates. We'll DVN, EOG, FANG, HES, MRO, Oxy. We'll look to trade those tomorrow. Oxy's a 3-1. So if you're a 3-1 guy, 3-1 day Oxy could confirm 1-2-2 week with a magnitude to take those guys out up there around 63.60. And if we go to DVN, DVN will be the inside day. It's going to be right under last month's highs for a 2-2. A little bit stuck if that 2-2 doesn't stay in force. You might get stuck in here. So we'll be aware of that. If we go to EOG, EOG's inside day, it's been ripping back through the previous range. So it already is a month in force, but you can see they're stuck inside of this try. We draw it something like this. So that's got to stay in force month, which it is, but we want to see them reclaim above 132.44 so we can get out of these 2 bars here. If we go to FANG, FANG inside day as well. You go in the month. It's already hammer month at exhaustion risk, so we'll be aware of that. And then you have HES and MRO. HES inside day should be right under last month's highs. Yeah, so could cause a 2-2 month. We go to MRO. Could cause inside month up. So this is where I'd want to be with the 2-2 week in force and the inside day MRO. This is the one we want to go after. Because it's closer to taking last month's highs and it's a monthly actionable signal, makes it more likely that this will move bigger than the other ones. So we'll keep a specific eye on that one. We can also go after things that are like, let's say, hammers on the day, either momentum or not. So HES, TRGP, and VLO. TRGP will be a hammer, and you'll see it's just right up at all-time highs. VLO will be a hammer, and this one's back through a broadening formation, yes. If you go on the week, it's not very close to taking 2-2 week to the upside. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it's not very close to doing that. So MRO will be my personal favorite there tomorrow. And we can also, if we would like to go after momentum in the energies, you can scan 2 up with full time frame continuity. So BKR and XOM will be your strongest ones. So BKR is a 3-2 expansion month with the quarter in force, Momo Hammer with the inside day, potentially back through this stuff. So BKR, we can definitely keep an eye on that. You can see Mother Bar here, stuck, reclaim, and then this would confirm the reclaim, potentially go after those guys, other side of that Mother Bar. XOM, just 2 up, has a hammer week up, could be a hammer month. So that'll be about it there. And again, an hour after the open, we want to know about that. The other thing we'll see is inside days in the utilities. And we don't have any full time frame continuity up utilities with an inside day, but you got 20 of them. So we saw the utilities really get going last week and then pull back Monday, but start firming up come Tuesday. So this is an interesting thing. If we go to the Utes, notice we talked about in the scanner video, weekly signals last a week. So once it ends here, you have less evidence of that trade because this is not in force in the weekend session. Monday opens as a 2-2 to the downside, negating what we know to be true with the weekday and 60 red, which takes this out. 3 of the 4 time frames are red here. Then they go inside day. So if they break inside up, they could negate the weekly guys into green on the week. It would still be a 1, but it would go red to green, changing what we know back to full time frame continuity up. And it would be a reversal. So we'd want to keep an eye on that. And what we'll see is the ones that we've been trading are relatively strong because Duck opened as a 2 to the upside, therefore still good on the week and still good on the month for those that traded 2-2s last week there. If you go to SO, you're going to also see here the inside day from last week's video is still good, going 2-2 to the upside today and thus reconfirming what we knew in the utilities. So a lot of the strong ones stay up. And if we go to WEC, you'll see even that went 2-2 up. So they're not done buying utilities. It seems like they've just done some retracement on a few that they maybe did not want and bought it accidentally for some reason. You tell me, right? But therefore, all these inside days are going to be of interest tomorrow. We can filter by direction, remove duplicates. And if we go and take a look there, we can start just clicking through. So AES inside day would be a 2-on-2 reversal from exhaustion. And you don't have much continuity there, so you'd be negating what you knew to be true there. CNP also inside day, and you can see, so yeah, not a very good day here Monday. So 2-2 and then took out last week's lows and last month's lows in here. So this is where that issue was. And this is where the natural selling, you can see. When we talk about natural selling in that video we put out over the weekend, this is where you can really pick up on it. So this one goes 2 down after every utility on Friday was 2 to the upside. But if we go back there, CNP. But you can see when that occurred, if we go to like a 5-minute, at that point, full time frame continuity down. So anyone that bought utilities last week killed in here, and this is where your big loser is, right? So that change in weekly continuity, and then all the full time frame continuity down ones went down, which drug things down a bit. We thus want to go after the ones green on the month, ideally. So we'll see D inside day, a little bit more of a shooter. If we go to ED, inside day closer to a 2 to the upside, closer to 3-2 up week, outside month potentially. ES, closer to 2 up, closer to continuation week, potential outside month still. NEE, closer to reversal but mother bar. So this one's, you can see, very conflicted, where you have aggressive buying, then countered by aggressive selling, and then inside day. So during high volatility, an inside bar is useful, so we'll be aware of that, but just be aware that you got conflict. So I can't tell you which way as far as that one's going to go tomorrow with high certainty. NRG, same thing. You can see high volatility and then a 1. So we want to know about that, either measured move or reversal. PCG, measured move or reversal. PEG, this one would be the best measured move candidate because you're closer to pivot machine gun of this stuff. So we could really cause this daily try to speed up like so. So you can see they go from the top, 2-2 shooter down, 2 down, 1 potential inside down, confirm, and then take those guys out. And that's PEG. And I want to actually make sure we get this up in here. PEG. And I forgot which ESED. Yeah, so ESED. And then Ox in the energies, XOP, Oxy, and then MRI. And someone said make a list, so I'm doing that right now. I just remembered. We could also see in the industrials if we got any inside days to confirm what we know there. Same with the materials, but I think a lot of those got blown out today. Yeah, so knock and TT in the industrials. It was knock is an industrial. It's going to be in the defensive space. PT, I've never heard of it. Looks like it's been a good stock, 3-1 in the industrials. Top of its daily broadening formation, so exhaustion risk. So really not much to go after there. And then if we go to materials, just to check, ECL and IFF. So these are the laggards of Monday, ECL. Long green bars, it's going to be at all-time highs. IFF, long green bars there. Rev Strat in the month. So IFF probably the best one in the materials if they're going to start breaking those out. And let's make sure the indexes, we're not missing any shooters or hammers, and that's going to be about it. We can also check the rev strats. So 2 up red, the only thing in there is communications. And it could take last week's lows, but it's not really close to doing that. Last thing I want to check is the rev strats on the day. Doesn't matter the index or sector. So we can look for 2 up red shooter. We're going to have Cisco. So Cisco, we did mention this one actually this morning for the strat guys with the inside day. So create the winning position, goes in the highs, and then starts backing off. Then you reduce, and then potentially you get stopped out. But now shooter, counter, hammer, rev strat. Potential outside week, 3-3, Cisco. Oops. So Cisco's the only one in there that I see, and then Autodesk MMC STX. So we can throw that in there. They're not they don't have continuity, at least not on a monthly basis or weekly basis from the looks of it. But they do have them. Cisco's gonna be the best looking one simply because it's got those actionable signals lined up with it and a period of continuity. Autodesk could also be the rev strat for the outside week, so we'll add that. But you'll see continuity getting countered there. All right, so let's go 2 down in green. CZR, KLAC, KVUE, Tech. So Caesar, that's going to be consumer discretionary, I imagine. You can see a lot of reclaim going on the monthly down in here. Reclaiming these guys. The month, 2 to the upside, and then RevStrat day could get that moving. Also tells you to look at things like, what's it called? Marriott's? Mar? There, Mar. So you see Mar, that one's really gunning, so Caesar would be confirming that. Mar, we could also actually throw on the strat attack in there if you would like to. I'm not sure. We'll just throw Mar down at the bottom. But Caesar in there tomorrow could also confirm that. And then KLAC, KVUE. So KLAC's in the semi materials, I believe, and then KVUE is in the consumer staples. So KVUE would be rev strat with full time frame continuity in a hammer week. So it's kind of a delayed rev strat on the week there too. So KVUE could get some nice PMG action, specifically the small account guys. The only thing is the staples weren't the strongest thing last week or this week, but they are rev strat month. You'll see the big outside day. So the staples, specifically Coke, got moving today, and maybe Pepsi could get going after some triangle outs. See potential reclaim and flip of that monthly continuity. So you could put KVUE. We could also put Pepsi in there for the 2-2 day. That makes me want to look at the staples and see what do we got going on in there, and that'll be the last thing we take a look at. You see we don't have many hammers in there. Looks like we got a few full-time from kind of new names: Coke, MO, Kroger, Target, TSN, Walmart. Looks like it went rev strat, or no, inside up. You also have MKC in there. Re-1 on the day MKC with the month, 2-2 hammer and force back to the upside. So we can keep an eye on that stuff. I know there's a lot of stuff to track, but The point of these videos is not that we're going to cover every single thing we're looking at every single video. We're just covering the new things that are starting to show up each video. If you get a trade and you're like, Alex, I was looking at the financials since you were talking about that inside week and up in the XLF, and I saw it was triggering the month, and then you bought it and it's still good with the day and the week and the month signals from last week. Do that, right? Stick to it, and you can get in here every day on the 60 and trade that. This video is for like, okay, I don't know, I just got stopped out on my biggest winners, or maybe I already made those positions. Now I want to get more positions. That's what these are for. So I know we had a little longer video tonight, just going through everything, but this is going to be the final list. We'll see the energy numbers, see the strat attack names, and that's going to be the rest of the week. So I'll try and get another nightly video out tomorrow night, but there's not too much I'm going to add besides daily signals going through the rest of the week. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys in stat bright and early tomorrow morning.